Hey, it's Gary Patrick here. I wanted to share with you my experience I had last week with a Bose L1Pro 32 system. And I wanted to compare it to the last 10 years of experience I have had with my QSC K series speakers. And this is coming to you from a singer's perspective. I'm a guitar player, I'm a singer, and I have a band. And the last year, of course, I've had to scale down my performances to solo acoustic performances. And so that requires far less equipment. And I have been looking forward to these PA systems for a long time. Talk about beautiful looking. The Bose systems are gorgeous. They're simple, they're sexy, no IEC cables hanging down, and it looks attractive. The clients love them. They love the fact that there's no tripod stand, all of that good stuff, right? So I want to share with you my experience. I showed up and the club had purchased one of these L1 Pro 32 systems. I didn't know. I walked in and I thought, this is going to be great. So I plugged my mic into one channel and my guitar pedal board into the other. Turned it on and wow, talk about crystal clear. And the coverage it's shocking. It's fabulous. It's 180 degrees coverage. So this is where my experience went into the negative column. And I want to reiterate, this is from a singer's perspective. Everyone has different needs. So most venues that us singer-songwriters are in these days, they tell you to go set up in that corner. Music is kind of an afterthought when you're playing in a club these days. They don't give you a deep stage, so you're quite often you're standing right next to the speaker. In the Bose system, you are supposed to put it 6, 8, 10 feet behind you, but we don't get that option. A lot of times we're pushed in a corner, and so we're at basically arm's reach right here from the column, from the line array. And lo and behold, that was my experience this last weekend. It wasn't easy on the ears, I have to tell you. And I believe that 20, 30 feet out, it's a different story. But in a loud club, people are loud. A lot of times people don't show up to your local bar or restaurant to hear the person playing. They're there to have a good time. And oh, by the way, there's live entertainment. So the noise floor is through the roof. It's super loud, and you got to get over that, right? So the SPL goes up, and I'm standing right next to it. My QSC speakers are a little easier. They're a little kinder on the ear. So I noticed when I downloaded the app for the L1 Pro 32, the tone match library didn't have my SE V7 microphone in it. And so these tone matches are preset EQ curves for mics, It's to help sweeten things. Well, they didn't have my microphone in there. Well, no big deal. I just sang flat. But here's my problem is, Bose, I hope you're listening to this. You have 2 mic line inputs. Why do you just give us bass and treble? I mean, that doesn't really solve the mid-range issues that the voice has. We need to sweeten things. We need a high-pass filter, and we need to sweeten the mid-range on our microphones. So it was harsh. It was hard on my ear standing next to this speaker that I had to crank up really loud. And after 3 hours, I'm done. And it was rough. I'm sure it sounded different 20 feet out. So Bose, why not give us that feature set in the app? Because most of us solo performers just need 2 channels. We don't need the whole. We don't need 4 or 8 inputs that you require us to purchase the T4S or the T8S mixer to get the crucial EQ that we need. And the whole point of purchasing an L1 Pro 16 or L1 Pro 32 is to reduce the amount of equipment we bring to a gig. So that's really my only beef with it. It wasn't as easy on the ears. Now, if you're a DJ, you don't really need that sort of feature set because playback music is already EQ'd pretty good, you know. And plus, DJs are pretty much you're setting the speakers to the side or in front of you, but a singer has got to endure that sound right here, you know. And I wish that all the stages I played on would allow me to put that thing 6 or 10 feet behind me. But that's just not the case in the real world of singer-songwriters and where we have to play these days. So that's just it. That's my experience. I mean, I have my gear. I'm gonna continue to use my QSC stuff until Bose makes it available for us to access all of those EQ features via their app for the onboard channels. It just doesn't make sense. I mean, I guess I get it. Bose wants you to buy their $500 or $800 mixer, and at that point, it's almost $4,000. That's a lot of money, you know. So that's just my take. I did a video earlier, and I didn't think it through. You know, I didn't think that I should give you my perspective as a singer. So I got a lot of comments from DJs saying, "No, the Bose is way better than the QSC, and I have both." And so I get it. QSC is a long-standing, amazing product. I have so many of their boxes. Yeah, I'm so glad I do. You know, Bose is a different story. You know, they're great too. But as from a singer's perspective, give us more EQ right out of the bat, right out of the box. For the onboard channels, it sure would make it easier on us. You know, as singers, we work all our life working on our vocal skills, refining our voice, refining our guitar playing skills, and all of that needs to be presented in a sweet sound. And you know, if it's just harsh for us, it makes it hard to do the gig. So, thanks for watching. Hope you guys have a fantastic week. Please like and subscribe. Please send me comments below. I'd love to talk to you and see what your ideas are. See what your experience is as a singer-songwriter using the Bose L1Pro series. Much love. Thank you.